Now let us see one more example based on AP. Now here it's given that the sum of three terms in an AP is 24 and sum of their squares is 200, and we have to find those terms. Now here the three unknown terms in AP are given. So as we have seen earlier, we assume them as A plus D, and the first term is A minus D. So the terms are to be assumed as in symmetric way like this. Now since the sum of them is 24, if we add up all of these, D will get cancelled and we'll be left with just 3A, that is equal to 24. Alright, so that gives us A is nothing but 8. So this is one important information that we get. Now when we use the second condition, that is sum of their squares is 200, so writing the squares, we have A minus D the whole square, which is the first term square, plus next term square is A square, and lastly we have A plus D the whole square. Now this is given to be 200, right? Now when we expand the left hand side, from each term we will get A square, so collecting that we have finally 3A square, and the middle term of A minus D whole square will be minus 2AD, but that will get cancelled from plus 2AD from the last expansion, and the remaining term is D square, which will come from first and the last square. So therefore combining those two we get 2D square, which is in turn equal to 200, right? Now A square can be substituted because we know that A is 8, so therefore A square is nothing but 8 square, which is 64, plus 2D square is equal to 200. So cancelling 2 throughout, we have 3 into 32 plus D square is equal to 100. So that gives us D square is equal to 100 minus 3 into 32 is 96. So therefore that gives us D square is equal to 4, and hence D turns out to be equal to either plus 2 or minus 2. So that means if we consider A as 8 and if we consider D as plus 2, then the first and last terms will be 6 and 10. But if we consider D as minus 2, then it will be nothing but the decreasing sequence with the same numbers together. So ultimately we have the three numbers as 6, 8 and 10.